Alright, welcome back. You can see I obviously got a little bit of rested XP. I also found out that you gotta make sure you log into your other level 50 alts if you want them to start collecting rested XP. If you're not quite ready to go through the content with them yet, go ahead and log in on them, and then they can start collecting that rested XP. Also, I found out, you know, when I got psyched, they called me Death Lord. Well, apparently he does that for any Death Knight, regardless if you do the campaign or not. The game's going to assume that your Death Knight did do the campaign in Legion. So, I tested this on a couple of my other Death Knights who have not finished the campaign in Legion, and he still called them Death Lord. And, of course, everyone else he calls Champion. So, anyways. Apparently, I now need to select one of these stewards.
Hello. Back to work.
Does it matter which one I choose? It doesn't seem like it. There's plenty of them. It doesn't seem like there's any reason to not choose any of them. You know what? I'm gonna pick you.
Yes?
I'm gonna give you something else to do other than scrubbing the floors.
A steward's job is never done.
I will not disappoint.
Yes, mortal.
Whenever you need assistance, your steward will be available to provide many services. Huh. I guess this is the other, though I still have this one, though. Oh, that's the class ability. This is the Kyrian Covenant ability. Stewards are useful for many reasons. They keep Bastion tidy, fix anything broken, and offer unrivaled companionship and support. Your new steward assistant should be able to repair the beacon. Then you can summon the pole march to Hero's Rest.
Archon's eyes upon you. I have other duties to attend to. Your steward can repair the beacon at your request.
Allow me to help.
Can you play me a song? I need you to fix the beacon of invocation.
Goodbye, my friend.
I'm on it. I start acting like Denethor from Lord of the Rings. Come, sing me a song. All done. Working good. The beacon is lit! Gondor calls for aid! Man, we got all the Lord of the Rings references today.
For what purpose do you light the beacon, aspirants?
Polymarch, we have urgent news for the Archon.
Oh, Polymarch.
You are the ones from the Temple of Purity. Very well, then. You have questions?
Celestine has vouched for you by allowing usage of the beacon. For that reason, you have my attention. Our revered Archon has decided to grace you with an audience. It is your duty to present your discoveries to her, then follow her wise judgment. She holds audience in Elysian Hold, part of the sprawling spires of Ascension, the home of the Ascended. We shall carry you there, for it is a place for those who can fly.
Proceed with courage.
Finally, an audience with the Archon. We shall meet you there, my friend.
Oh, sure. You guys get to ride a mount. I'm gonna get carried. Just with him, like, holding onto my back, like, alright, I'm gonna carry you over there.
Stay true to our eternal charge. The Paragons have already assembled and await the Archon's arrival. It would be wise for you to listen until asked to speak. Such an illustrious audience is a rare honor, mortal. Do not squander it.
Yeah, she better listen if she knows what's good for her. But then again, we saw what happened the last time. Okay. Apparently this is also a rest zone. Oh, I can mount here. Ooh, the renowned quartermaster. Actually, hold on a second. The Ascended. Ah, so there's the rep here. Oh, there's a flight master right here.
Unequivocal, Devos. Your hand has sworn herself to the Maw.
Lysonia. I never knew darkness lurked within her.
Wait a minute. Devos? She's right there. Hold on a second.
Do you need a task?
The Archon's chambers are just above. I urge you to practice extreme deference while in her presence. I will escort you to hold audience with the Archon. I beseech you to present your information succinctly and directly. Our wise Archon will hear you and make a decision on the best course of action.
Remain
Sure,
humble.
sure. Huh. There's the Archon. Kyrestia, the Firstborn.
We all serve a greater good.
This is dire news for Siphonie. But the Archon has turned a deaf ear to such tidings in the past.
The circumstances have changed. Tell me of these Forsworn.
Most have merely lost faith, and may yet be redeemed. But some have fallen so far as to wield the power of the Maw itself.
It is true. This mortal has fought against Ascended who are in service of the Jailer. Lysonia is not the only one.
We do not know when or where the Forsworn will strike next. But strike they will.
What you speak of is unthinkable, but we must remain vigilant nonetheless. Paragons, return to your temples. Adrestes, monitor the wards. It appears you have a part to play in all of this, mortal. Let us see what comes of it. Go in service.
That's it? That's all we get? With an audience with her?
By the Archon's grace.
Each Temple of Bastion is protected by a ward here in Elysian Hold. As long as the wards hold, no malevolent force can launch an assault. It is concerning that the Forsworn were able to attack Purity in such force. Your orders are to examine the wards. As long as they hold, Bastion stands strong. My orders? Excuse me? Since when am I taking orders from you people?
Wisdom guide your path.
Well, hey, look, I can just go right up to her, can't I? Excuse me, Archon, I have a few more things to discuss with you. No? You're not going to hear of it? Gee, what a surprise. I will see. Say, not a bad-looking location. Alright. Alright, fine. Elysian Hold. Oh. Ah, training dummies. Healing trainer. The Ward of Loyalty.
Good. The Temple of Loyalty's ward is active. The Kyrian, meditating on their duty to Bastion and the Archon, are safe.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that Devos has found a way to cover and hide and make sure that they could never suspect her.
Peculiar. The Ward of Purity is disabled. This is surely what allowed the Forsworn to invade in such force.
Huh. Look at this. A raid finder,
Sustenance,
Nathrian
bandages,
weaponsmith.
cloth.
Huh. Anima Sepulchre.
Come back soon.
So that's the LFR one. This is
I
normal.
have acquired items that may be of interest. You honor me with your patronage.
What's the mythic one look like?
As you wish.
226.
This was a pleasant transaction.
There was no transaction.
Humility's ward stands strong. However, perhaps it would do the Forsworn service to relearn the lessons taught there.
The past memories of all Kyrian are stored at the Temple of Wisdom. I am quite relieved to see its ward holding.
Courage.
The Ward of Courage holds. That is quite the relief.
Oh! Uther!
The Forsworn will triumph over the Archon!
Yep, that's Michael McConaughey.
Quickly! We must alert the pole mark!
Ooh, look at this. Whee! I get wings! More vendors, it looks like. Cooking supplies. Stable master. I'm sure this is going to be like the place you go to when you're building up a rep with the Ascended. In fact, I should probably go see what the Quartermaster has to offer. Like, what is it that would be worth getting the rep for the Ascended? I believe I saw that it's in here, right? Well, that's the Renown Quartermaster. That's different. I've heard about Renown being one of those extra mechanics that we're going to be dealing with here. But I'm curious about the rep Quartermaster.
You seek guidance?
What do you see? Smith. Reservoir Anima. I have that? Well, I have my commendations, but apparently it thinks I have 100 of these. Huh. And there are some set pieces here, it looks like. Huh. File of Serenity. Restores health, removes all those, and yep. There's actually a set bonus for that. File Serenity grants 70 strength for 30 seconds. Removing a disease, poison, curse, or bleed increases the amount granted by 50%. Interesting. Ooh. Even more set pieces. Cosmetic. Selfless Forge Lights Falchion. That's a cool looking sword. Woo. Complete Chapter 8 of your Covenant campaign. grateful offerings, and anima.
May it serve you well.
Obviously, that's something for later.
For you.
Kyrian Armor Enhancer. Ooh. Like I said, these are things that clearly are meant for endgame, but may as well get an idea of what I'm looking at. Oh, nothing here, though, for Renown. Not yet. I'm surprised I haven't found the Quartermaster for the rep. I would think this would be the location. Maybe I'm just not seeing it at the moment. But I'll tell you what, this is definitely the kind of stuff that where it's like, oh, this cosmetic stuff, it's going to make you want to, or at least someone like me, encourage me to want to use some of my alts in order to acquire some of these things. Sanctum upgrades, obviously, can't really mess with that yet. There's a number of things here that are definitely meant for endgame, especially if you choose to have the Kyrians as your covenant.
I am the Archon's will.
It seems the Forsworn are in our very midst, even in the spires. We must send aid to the Temple of Courage post-haste. The Temple of Courage must not fall. All Kyrian learn to fight in its hallowed halls, not only to protect Bastion, but to ensure their own safety when retrieving souls from across the Veil. Travel there at once. Seek out Thanakos, the Paragon of Courage's loyal hand.
Cassius will provide you with a Larian. Go, quickly.
Yes, Polemarch. Archon watch over us all.
Take me to the Temple of Courage. Whee!
The Forsworn who destroyed the ward. He was the one from Lasonia's memories.
It seemed that their pact with the Maw was kept secret from him. I wonder, are the other Forsworn also unaware of it?
Hell yeah!
The ward has been sabotaged, as we agreed.
Good. Our allies are eager to strike.
Maldraxxus!
Temples will fall, and the Archon's reign shall be ended.
I am glad to see I am not yet alone. The Maldraxxi attacked without warning. You speak to the hand.
Not quite the army I hoped would come, but I welcome your blade by my side. In a fair fight, our warriors could stand against countless swarms of these Maldraxxi. This was no fair fight, outsider. They came without warning, without cause. We were caught unprepared. They must not be allowed to encroach any further. This stops here.
Spear. You betray your ancient oath to Maldraxxus, Lich! Justice will be done!
That Bastion be destroyed, and the Kyrian corpses harvested for our armies. I need a target. You and your kin shall be the first, but not the last.
Sacrilege! Mortal, push forward and secure the temple!
Oh gosh, please let that be a mount.
You have my attention.
We have bought a staging ground, but much remains to be done.
I bring aid!
We will show these Maldraxi insurgents the price for their betrayal. The northern grounds have been taken by the House of Constructs, home to Maldraxxus' most resilient warriors. They have earned no mercy this day, and we will give them none. We will carve through them side by side until this sacred ground is cleansed.
Keep your wits about you. Our enemy has no honor.
Intriguing weapon. May I inspect?
I can rebuild this Colossus's core systems, but a few things beyond repair. Thankfully, there were enough Centurions present here I believe we can improvise. Replacements are in order. I require an anima conflux to charge its systems, some eternity plating to protect its core, and an arcanic resonator to make it go boom. I'll take care of the rest. Quickly now.
The sooner you find those parts, the sooner this Colossus can help clear their flyers.
Oh.
I am broken.
Some of our brethren are still alive in there. While many were lost in the initial assault, they seem keen on taking any survivors prisoner. I know not what they intend, but given their mastery of corpses, we must assume the worst. Some have already been taken to their necropolis above, but others remain in cages on the ground. Free all you can.
Save every Kyrian that you can.
I need to combat.
You won't survive this!
I'm not.
I think I can make it.
It's too far away.
I have sheared off a portion of their anima. It will heal your wounds if you approach it.
Not done yet.
You stand before the Ascended.
It's too far away.
My legend begins!
Not really sure if I'm actually getting anywhere with this right now. Let's move over here.
I need to get closer.
There's a conflux right here.
Anima powers all things in Bastion, even the mighty Colossi. This will help it retain its charge.
Oh gosh, we are... I'm sorry, he said Colossi. I couldn't help but think of the ones from StarCraft. Ah, I have heard tales of the mighty Colossi.
Face me!
Over here!
Don't do this! I will soon be joining your covenant. There's no need for this.
Chance ends like this.
Okay, 2 of 6. There's one in here, it seems. Yep.
Thank the Archon you arrived in time.
Now Thor is truly powerful if his magic penetrated this plating. He will not go down easily.
No kidding. For a moment, I wasn't sure if these were like imps or not. I was like, what are these? Now, for those of you who may be going, wait a minute, don't these kind of look like some of the stuff that we fought? That were part of the Scourge? Yeah, that's... From what I understand, we're going to be finding out more about that later.
I don't have a target.
Alright, let's go get this other part up here. Oh, hello there, biggin. Just follow me. Ooh, stolen equipment. Ooh, a number of things in here. Oh no, it appears I might be in a bit of a pickle. It's okay.
Going to pieces.
See, this is why I right now feel like playing Blood instead of Unholy, because I feel like I can be able to handle these fights better as Blood instead of Unholy. Because, you know, tank spec. Ooh. Get that transmog. Nice. Ooh, okay. Collect that appearance. So it's like, it's an upgrade. Not really. Pawn is sometimes unreliable. I mean, it's one of the closest things I've found that matches what you see in Diablo 3 when it comes to comparing gear that you pick up, and you're like, is this better? Because I wish it was just kind of a baseline thing.
Stronger.
But no, Pawn is like one of the closest I could find that really does feel like the thing in Diablo 3, where it really does try and show you which gear piece is either the same or, you know, or better or not as good, you know.
This is one of Mechanicos' finest creations. It channels anima directly into blasts of energy.
There we go, 5 to 6. There's one more right over here. There we go. Wait, come back! Ah, whatever.
Falling apart.
You speak to the hand.
Tuh. Did you just tell me to talk to the hand?
This one's gonna net me some fame.
No. I mean, I guess if you somehow could, it would, but it ain't gonna happen, but...
Witness the fury of Maldraxxus!
I see, and I cannot wait to be a part of it. Oh, sorry. minion.
Did my sister send you?
You are truly you are a true ally, outsider. Thank you.
Glorious battle! My glorious battle! It's too far away.
You have my attention.
You fight with the poise of a true Kyrian outsider.
New ideas for Centurion upgrades?
That was fast. Well done indeed. This anima complex is completely drained of anima. Just a heavy hunk of metal. Not your fault, of course. Not at all. But we need to charge it. The Maldraxi have extractors. Big green crystals. Can't miss them. They're using it to drain anima from fallen Kyrian. Very bad. We can use them to charge the complex. Then our Colossus here will be functional again.
You speak to the hand.
The House of Rituals occupies the southern half of the temple. Unlike the constructs, their key advantage in battle is their endless army of risen fighters. Yeah, sounds familiar, doesn't it? Thankfully, the Archonic Resonator we recovered will take care of it. As we carve our way through their forces, blast their corpses with the Resonator, its energy will sunder from their souls, preventing them from being raised to fight again.
We shall all meet at the shattered span below once our work is done.
Loud and clear. I will just move the Colossus somehow.
Resistance is ill-advised.
Resistance is ill-advised.
You won't survive this!
Far away.
Do not forget to use I have shield off a portion of their anima. It will heal your wounds if you approach it.
You're my way up the ladder! Earn my glory.
Huh. So you know how in my video where I discussed the animation for Afterlife's Maldraxxus, how I was hoping that the zone was going to have a kind of Game of Thrones political backdrop? Let's think about what you just said. You're my way up the ladder. That sounds to me as if that's exactly the kind of thing we're going to be dealing with over there. They're concerned about getting up the ladder. Killing me is going to help their reputation. So I'll tell you what's one of the issues with,
Useless bones!
playing Horde on the server that I play on. It's clearly a dominant Alliance server. So you'll notice I'm usually surrounded by other Alliance characters instead of Horde characters.
Another soldier.
It's just one of those things where I'm just, you know, I just gotta acknowledge that, yep, usually more Alliance than Horde. I hope that didn't take it from that player. Oh, hey! Helping me! Thank you!
Let's break some bones!
There you go. Nope. Oh my gosh. I want those mounts.
Bones!
Dun, 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 dun. If you're gonna have awesome, like, you know, fight sequences like this, you gotta have some awesome fight music for players to listen to while they do this.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
So close!
Our forces have gathered at the Shattered Span. I shall meet you.
There we go.
Time to earn my glory.
Your forces are already pushed back. You have lost.
Oh my gosh. That's right. That right there. That's what I want for a mount right there. That looks amazing. I want that for a mount so bad.
You have my attention.
The resonator is working at full capacity, and our foes are dispatched. Excellent. So, about this Colossus.
What marvels exist on your world?
Not fully charged, but close enough. May have to disable a few safety measures. Safety features.
The Colossus needs to finish charging. Buy me time.
Sure. Dude,
You speak to the hand.
If the Necromancer's brood descends upon us fully before the Colossus is charged, we will perish. There's no question. We must keep his attention until Mechanicos' work is complete. He believes that... Ah, dude, quit moving. He believes that the day is already won. That we are pawns to be toyed with. We can use his hubris to our advantage to buy precious seconds. May it be enough. This is another mount I want right here.
Come, Kyrian. If you are so bold, fulfill your destiny.
The Colossus is ready. Come, come! Fire when ready!
Ooh, boy.
Fire!
Wow!
Is how you take care of business.
He has gone towards the Paragon. You speak to the hand.
Our only move now is forward, outsider.
My life.
I know not what awaits us across the chasm, outsider. By the Archon's grace, I hope that my Paragon yet lives, but I fear the worst. We will face this great unknown together, as we have the rest of Maldraxxus' horrors. To be Kyrian is to follow the path, no matter how dire the circumstances. Whatever happens, know that you have earned my undying respect this day.
You have my attention.
Here, let me grab you by
The Paragon of Courage was at the heart of the temple when the attack came. If she yet draws breath, we must lend her our aid.
You cannot win this battle, Necromancer! Our courage never falters!
It will take more than courage to save you now.
My Paragon! You do not stand alone!
Ah, just the vessel I require.
The Archon! For Bastion! What are you doing to me? No! No! No!
Thanatos!
I have perfected you! Now serve me by destroying our enemies. Yes, Master.
Holy crap! I mean, first off, Marrowgar model makes his return once more. Even the same weapon. But, yikes!
I need you.
So yeah, I believe this is also supposed to be a dungeon, the Necrotic Wake.
Driven you to this madness!
You, Kyrian, are complicit in a broken cycle. Bastion is a waste of anima. We shall seize it all.
Huh. I'm pretty sure the jailer is going to be a little...
While I stand against you!
Then you will be...
That he's not going to go for that.
My Paragon! I failed you.
You will suffer for this, Necromancer!
Come, then, if you dare.
Rain death upon them. Ensure they do not interfere.
Outsider, we need to get out of here.
I just hop on like, alright, grab me on the cloak.
Until you gather reinforcements.
Artemide will report to the Archon. We must return to Oribos and inform them of Maldraxxus' treachery. My blade is always ready.
Thanatos is gone, isn't he? Maldraxxus must answer for their crimes against Bastion. There shall be justice. Let us go to Oribos and speak with the Talinara and the Honored Voice. We will tell her what has transpired this day. Tell her that the Kyrian will not stand idle against this aggression. Artemide will inform the Archon. My brothers and sisters will surely prepare for war. That must not come to pass.
We must travel to Oribos at once. My people will surely prepare our armies for retaliation once Artemide delivers word. I will meet you there. Stay safe.
And here's the quest to go into the dungeon, our first dungeon quest. Xandria, the mighty paragon of courage, is the finest warrior among all the Ascended, but even she may be overwhelmed by the strongest of Maldraxxus' forces. Your fate is intertwined with hers now. You must gather your allies and plunge into the necrotic wake to ensure both Amarth and Nalthor do not make it back to the safety of their realm. May the Archon guide your blade into their hearts. Defeat Amarth, the Harvester, and Nalthor, the Rhymebinder, in the necrotic wake. Suggested 5 players. No kidding! Our first dungeon quest. You can even see there's the location to... oh, that's the Spires of Ascension. Never mind. This. Ah, right there. See it. There's the entrance to the Necrotic Wake dungeon. I've been trying to hold off, but... Amarth, Nalthor, Stitchflesh... Do I go ahead and do this now? This one... Fly to Orbos, optional. Oh, there's no Flight Master nearby. I guess what we'll do next is we'll go ahead and do the dungeon. The only question for me is, do I go in as a DPS or do I go in as a tank? Keep in mind, I've never done any of the dungeons in Shadowlands.
Time to earn my glory.
I've hardly really watched or pay attention stuff in regards to the dungeons when it comes to things like the mechanics and such. So, I don't know, maybe I'll take a moment in between to take a look at some of that stuff, but hopefully, even on normal, it won't be a big deal. Like, even if I was to queue up as a tank, because obviously as a tank, I could be able to go in instant queue, but I don't know. I guess we'll just have to kind of wait and see. Anyways, more than likely, I guess we will be doing the Necrotic Wake dungeon when we return. Stay tuned.
Faces.